Hey guys, Kris Avery here. It is 5:27 a.m. on February 3rd, Super Bowl Sunday in America. You're gonna hear a noise in the background. It's my heater because I am freezing to death. Okay, so I had Remicade infusion on Friday, right? Okay, so I had infusion and then I slept for 18 hours after I got home. So I didn't post a video on Saturday morning because I wasn't awake on Saturday morning. I wasn't awake until Saturday afternoon. So that was my Saturday. But my Saturday evening was insane. So we went to the store and picked up some eggs and stuff because the store is closed on Sundays. The closest store to where I live, out in the middle of freaking nowhere. Yeah, so it's closed on Sundays. So we went and got, like eggs and bacon and, just stuff. And came home. And on the way home, it started raining. Well, here's what you need to know about where I live. I live in an apartment. I live in a downstairs apartment. And when the house was built, the contractor didn't do the driveway right. So the driveway slopes this way towards the house. So you've got the garage door and then the driveway is here. Well, the driveway is slightly tipped here and also tipped this way. Problem is, that side of the driveway is where the stairs are that go down to my front door. So I had to go and bail water because it runs down the stairs in a river when it's raining really bad, like it was yesterday, technically. Anyway, so I bailed water, the rain let up. I bailed it all the way down as far as I could go. And that means, taking a small bucket, like an ice cream bucket, and using that to fill a 5-gallon bucket as full as I can carry it, which is like 4-ish gallons of water, and hauling that up the stairs, through the gate, down the driveway, and dumping it in the ditch up by the road. So it's an ordeal, like such an ordeal. It's ridiculous. And so I did all of that, got it down to nothing, came inside, took a shower, got my pajamas on, went to come back out so I could go get some soup, have something to eat, maybe go to bed, finally, at middle of the night. So I go out, thinking I'm going to go get something to eat, and there's water coming in under the door again. So the room that's just inside the door is where my dog kennel is set up. It's huge. They have most of that room that they get to hang out in. So it's like those are 4x4. So it's like a 8x11-ish space that they have. It's a room. My dogs are spoiled. But anyway, so that's where their kennel is for where they bed down. And it was running in under the door into that room. I'm like, oh crap. I better go deal with this. I run out. I throw my coat on. I run out. I fill the big bucket. I go up the stairs. And I go to grab my keys. My keys weren't in my pocket. So I come running back down the stairs into the house. And when I open the door, both times, all this water rushes in, because it's up over the little metal thing that, it's like yay wide. And it's outside the door. It's on a slant. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so, it's up over that. And so it comes rushing in. Well, I run in. I go to find my keys. And I look. And no, it's not just coming up over that. It's coming in the doggy door. The doggy door is put in about this far up off the ground. So it was raining hard enough that it filled up the entryway, filled up to the door, and then filled up a whole nother inch from there. So I have been running 4.5-ish gallons of water up and down 10 stairs, well, not down, but, scooping it into the bucket and hauling the bucket up the stairs, running it out, dumping it, running back, refilling it, trying to keep up with the insane rain that we have had tonight. So, yeah. When I finally got it, and I didn't get it all the way down, I couldn't do it. I just was not physically capable of doing it. Like, I almost broke down crying because when I thought that I had enough buckets that it would have at least gotten it off of the metal and back onto the cement, I finished filling it, and I looked, and it was still on the metal, and it almost had to come apart. Because I just had Remicade. I am exhausted. I am sore. I am just... But I got it done. I got it to where it's, not on the metal. So if it starts raining again, I'll be in trouble. But I got it down to the cement, so it's like 4 inches away from the door. And if it floods again, I'll deal with it again. But I got it to that. I came in the house, peeled off. It was still raining, so I'm just soaked to the bone. Got back in the shower, and I was so cold that I couldn't stop shaking, and I couldn't feel my hands, and I couldn't feel my feet, and I couldn't feel my face. Like, my face and my ears and everything was just frozen. And it was awful. Awful. So I finally warmed up enough to where I could stop shaking. And I went to feel, because I plugged the drain so that my feet would warm up. And when I could feel my hands, when you get all pins and needly because, you get sensation back in your fingers. When I could feel my hands, I went to reach down into the water to see how bad my feet still were. And I was so cold, guys, that the water had gone cold. Like the water that I was standing in, because the hot water coming out of the faucet, hitting me, running off of me, and going onto the bottom of the tub, in the process of getting on me and going down into the tub, it got cold. Like, that's how cold I was. I was frozen. Ugh. Yeah, this is not how I wanted to spend my Saturday. At all. Or my Sunday morning. Because it's 5:30 Sunday morning now. And I got out of the shower. I got more clothes on. Went and got some soup. Took Tylenol. Because I hurt. And the Tylenol has kicked in now. And I still hurt. But if I take more Tylenol, then I'm going to end up conking out so bad that I'm not going to know if it starts raining again really bad. Because if it starts flooding in there again, then my dogs are going to start barking because, there's water coming in and they start freaking out. And if I take more Tylenol, then I'm not going to hear them when they start freaking out because I'll be in drug sleep. What, Monte? What? My key cat here. This is Monte. Say hi. No, you don't want to say hi. You gonna be comfy? Okay. That's one of my 5 cats. That's Monte. And that was her tail going around behind me. She is, I think, sensing my stress and trying to make it better because she's amazing like that. Anyway. So, I just have to kind of, turn on my heating pad. Don't push my computer. Turn on my heating pad. Don't! You're gonna make noise. That's where the speaker is. Anyway. Sorry, I have a little misfit hanging out here. Stop it! Stop. Yes, you. Stop. Stay. Okay, try this again. But yeah, just turn on a heating pad and try and rest up sore muscles and hope that it doesn't start raining again. Because if it does, then I'm going to have to go bail more. It was ridiculous. But I get some rest, feel better, and that'll be good. Anyway, yeah, I forgot to mention. So, my mom went and picked her friend up from the airport on Tuesday and took her home. And on Tuesday, her friend that she picked up from the airport was feeling really crummy, really sick, not doing very good. And so mom and the other friend of theirs that came with mom down to go pick up, the lady at the airport, they came home after dropping her off and, continued on like everything was fine, right? Well, last night, Saturday night, stop it. Saturday night, the friend that had rode down with to go pick up the lady from the airport, she calls saying that she's too weak to drive and can mom take her to the emergency room. So mom takes her to the emergency room and guess what? Guess what she's got? She's got influenza, like proper flu, real flu, scary flu. So the lady from the airport has the flu, and the one that rode down with them, like rode back from the airport with them, also has the flu. So, golly, guess what that means? That means that the sneezing and the coughing and the headache that mom's had is the flu. And I just had a massive immunosuppressant treatment on Friday. So I have no immune system. And then I just had to go running around in the freezing cold rain, getting soaked, running up and down stairs with big buckets full of water. Welcome to my life, kids. Yes. I know I should write a book, right? About all the craziness in my life. But, next best thing. I'm recording it. Because, it's like Gary says, if nothing else, I have record of it. Which, this is like 12 minutes long. So, who knows going to watch for 12 minutes? Am I allowed to swear on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway. So, if you've watched this, I have no idea why. But, thanks. And love you. And I will see you again later. Bye-bye. Wish me luck.